Hello and welcome back. Today I am a bit of a different place. I'm in Shrewsbury, the haven of mechanical signalling, as you can see from the shot. Where you'll be seeing services by predominantly, I can't say the word, Arriva Trains Wales, West Midlands trains, and various freight as well. So that's Severn Bridge Junction over there. That's built in 1920 with 180 levers. It works absolute block in all directions. Oh, and here we have the 1029 Arriva Trains Wales service to Birmingham International. Calling all stations to Birmingham International via Wellington. It's 158832. So I do apologise, that one's off to Aberystwyth. Hoping to spend a good hour and 40-ish minutes here before I head back. So hopefully we'll catch possibly some freight and quite a few nice services as well as I'll try and capture as much of the mechanical signalling as possible. I'll try and watch the semaphores go back, and they may keep rolling as this train from 4 is about ready to leave. He hasn't actually got the signal yet, but I'm sure the signal up there. There we go. So that's the point it's changing back for flank protection. He'll then change the points over there and clear the signal. There we go, points changed, unlocked. That's it, and that's the Wellington arm off. Off she goes. It's yet another 158. I think there'll be our predominant unit today, as you don't see many 150s along this route. We'll see a few 153s. They form the shuttles to and from Shrewsbury, so crew. It's a magnificent little station, Shrewsbury. It certainly smells of past times, but with a lot of abandoned platforms in space, but it still runs. It's also nice to see a huge mixture of upper and lower quadrant signalling, with these being upper and these ones being lower. As this was jointly owned in its heyday by two companies. It was the LMS in the later time and the GWR originally. So the GWR installed their lower quadrants and the LMS invaded effectively, and now everything's upper quadrant as far as we see. Here she goes. I think this one is off to Birmingham International. It's yet another 158. 158. Looks like 879. 829. I apologise. Doesn't actually say where it's off to. Oh, it's got a sister, 158838 on the rear. And they are off to Birmingham International. Calling all stations to Birmingham International via, well, that way. So Wellington. Oh, drop the semaphore. It's absolutely amazing to see Victorian age technology thriving in 2018. It really is. I may at some point hop to the other end of the station as well. The other end of the station is known as Crewe Junction. That's in reversing the points. Okay, back. That end of the station is predominantly lower quadrant, so the opposite to these. So I may head down there at some point, but we'll have to see, because you don't catch as much down there. He's changing the points back. I'm not sure what for, but there you go. So we're train going towards Hereford. So yeah, let's see what else shuts it up. The next train is arriving now. Is a Arriva train 12 service to Ferryside. Sorry, to Carmarthen via Ferryside. So this one I usually catch in Crewe. Oh, that signal is well and truly off. That's almost horizontal. So he's now pulled off all the way. It's 175. This is the service I usually catch in Crewe, which is the Manchester Piccadilly to Carmarthen. But I'm obviously catching it a few stops up the line at Shrewsbury today. So I'm quite surprised he has pulled off, because in a place like Shrewsbury, because of the crossover down there, if he pulls the train off like he has here, he cannot accept anything else, because he hasn't got a clearing point. So we can't actually clear it. So I'm surprised he has, but I guess he hasn't got anything else coming, which is fair. There is I keep wanting to quote London Midlands. It's a West Midlands train 170, which is ironically just changed its lights. This is off to, I think it's Birmingham. But I think it's Birmingham New Street rather than International. So we will see him change over the points fairly soon. As soon as this 175 has got out of the way. So yeah, I'll continue when the 175 gets moving. Here goes the 175. Yep, the West Midlands Trains 170 is off to Birmingham New Street via Wellington and Telford Central. It's 175 109. This is off on a reduced stop service to Carmarthen. And now we can watch the semaphore go back with an almighty clunk. I believe these two signals are also of the original wood, or the right hand one at least is. The left hand one is a little bit newer, but they are wooden. We should put the signals back in turn now, when it's into train entering. Beautiful. Oh, yep, this is him changing the points, ready for the service towards. So he may be, so Abbey Foregate, which is the next box towards Wellington, is a Great Western Railways type 7D. It works TCB into, I think it's the West Midlands Control Centre now, and then Absolute Box 7 Bridge. With that way, for non-curious, is Sutton Bridge Junction, which is another Great Western box, an absolute block in both directions, and that also guards the line away to on the Heart of Wales line, is to the right. So the 170 is off. Don't catch many of these. 170 605, or was it 505? It's 505. 170 505, off to Birmingham New Street. We need 2 car for West Midlands trains via Telford Central and Wellington. It's quite a windy station, Shrewsbury, purely because we are over the river, because the huge white bridge there is what goes over the river. The station is built on a river, effectively. You will notice how there are 7 platforms, or they're numbered 7, but there are only actually 5 platforms that are in regular use. With this being platform 7, 5 and 6 are the bays, 4 is the one where the Birmingham train go off, 3 is all the way over the far side, that's not used very much for passenger services, and 2 and 1 are, well, they were against that retaining wall over there. You can see the remnants of platform 1, and I believe there was originally a platform 8 as well, which is all the way down on the far side, and that was another bay. That's off Wellington. There is also 2 through rows, as they're known, one being in the middle of these 2 lines, the other being in the middle of those lines over there. They're used for trains that don't stop, it's typically freight, but there can be other trains as well. So, very nice little peaceful station, Shrewsbury. It's not exactly got a jam-packed service like Crewe or anything, but doesn't need to really. Anyway, let's see what else shots up.